In northwest WA, where a 26-year-old man is understood to have suffered a bite to his arm. It comes as a father of three recovers in a Newcastle hospital 24 hours after he was mauled. Glenn Folkard was attacked while surfing at Redhead Beach. Nearby board riders have told of a moment of sheer terror.
An idyllic family beach 1 minute, scene of an horrific shark attack the next.
Leave the water immediately. Those people down at First Street, could you please vacate the water as soon as possible?
There was about 5 or 6 of us out behind Shark Tower Rocks, and when we just noticed a bit of a kerfuffle in the water, and we saw that Lenny was climbing back up onto his board, big stream of blood out behind him.
Yeah, we saw them come down the waves, and on the second wave there was another surfer who had a big trail of brown behind him as well, just of blood.
44-year-old father of three, Glenn Folkard, known as Lenny, was viciously attacked by what's thought to have been a bull shark.
Corner of our eye, bits of board flying everywhere, and once we saw the foam floating in the water like that, we knew that it was a shark attack.
His surfboard clearly showing the savageness of the attack, which came without warning.
Lenny was called out a bit of an expletive and just said, "Look, I'm in trouble, help me." We were yelling out to him, "Paddle, Lenny, paddle."
Glenn was rushed back to shore with the help of fellow surfers, where lifeguards treated him for a bite to his upper thigh for around 15 minutes. Paramedics arrived soon after, and he was taken to Newcastle's John Hunter Hospital in a serious condition. Searchers took to the sky and to the water, scouring for the shark as lifeguards closed the beach. The network's helicopter spotted this giant predator circling close to where Mr. Folkard was attacked. Locals are still in shock.
I couldn't believe it was actually happening at Redhead in front of me.
I guess just the immediate shock and, horror of somebody being attacked on your beach.
It wasn't the first close encounter of the day. Surf skier John Ohm came within centimetres of a shark just hours earlier.
Just happened to look down my side and a shark about 8 foot long right up beside me and rolled onto his side, gave me a big eyeball.
This morning, some locals chose to return to the water despite warnings from lifeguards. When the beach reopened at midday, surfers showed little concern.
I think they're always out there, so I know you share the water with sharks. I'm a surfer myself, so I guess you learn to live with it. Yeah.
So not worried about going back in the water?
No, I think it's just reality.
Staff at Mr. Folkard's Charlestown tattoo parlour remain tight-lipped about his condition. Mr. Folkard underwent surgery last night and is currently in a stable condition. He was still too traumatised to speak today, but friends who have paid him a visit say he remains in good spirits. Tyson Cottrell, NBN News.
And a few moments ago, reporter Jane Azzopardi managed to speak to the shark victim who's still in hospital. Here's what he had to say.
Big shark hit me side on just like a car. Bang, turned me 180 degrees. Then I went off the board. He had hold of my leg at that point. He sunk his teeth in down near the knee and come out up here. So there's a big C shape in there, a big bite mark in that section there. And I managed to get back on the surfboard. Could sort of put him off a bit, like while he was chewing this, I managed to get back on my surfboard and start screaming. The last things I thought about was the kids. And when I turned around to see where he was, because I had to paddle in, turned around to see him, and there was just a blood trail for 20 feet, and he was full on it. He was a dark shadow in the end of the blood trail, so he was coming to have a second go.
Shark attacks send shockwaves through coastal communities. There have been 2 in New South Wales waters already this year, but experts maintain there's no reason to be alarmed.
They're the stuff of nightmares for most beachgoers. Marine expert Dr. David Powter suspects the one caught by our cameras off Redhead